There we go. I think it's working. Loved it.
I don't know. I've only got 48% on my phone. It's the one I didn't pay them, so it may not work that long. I don't know how many hours we got. P is for Paul and M is for M. If that makes sense. No, I didn't share it anywhere else anyway, so there might only be. Anyway, anyone here? I want to hog on.
Yeah, we're definitely there.
I tried to get Bazza from all the beer, no idea, but the wife took him hostage. Bit of kinky shit going on there tonight, I believe. Because he went a bit lively. Jesus, okay, I get it. And that's how it is.
We've done a couple of reviews tonight, so some of them were a little bit hefty. So
Yeah.
I'm having a Cottonberg now.
Evening, Jonathan. Good to see you, fella. At least I know it's working.
Jonathan.
We were going to do another review, and I said, "Oh, let's just go live for an hour." It's like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Well, we didn't put it on anywhere, so it's kind of random. That's good to do, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Good to connect. Might only be me, you, and Michelle, Jonathan, but you know, that's how it happens sometimes.
The dog's barking in the background occasionally.
But yeah, no, it's just been quite an eventful day, isn't it? We've had the big keg release on the Blade. Interesting review from Bazza, if I may say.
Indeed.
I think he's had a few though, and he's pickled. And the wife took him hostage, and God knows what's going on now. Evening, Thomas.
Hiya, mate.
Good to see you, fella. How you been? I haven't seen you much lately, mate. You all right there? Yeah, I haven't seen Thomas much lately.
Yeah, but we haven't been live much lately, have we? So.
No, it's just like you used to do every week, wasn't it? And then like tonight, I just thought, oh, let's just do something.
And do randomly.
Yeah, the best lives are always the random ones. Yeah, you don't get a lot of people in sometimes.
But you get to chat and actually focus on what people are
saying.
saying.
Yeah, you do get to chat and you do get to laugh sometimes, isn't it? Which is the whole idea of it. That thing seems to have gone out the window. And I look at YouTube like a year ago, it was always so funny and everything, wasn't it?
It's been quieter of late.
Oh yeah, I can't find my own things. I can't read anything anyone says. I can't find my own stream here. Definitely there's a few of us in my channel. So live should be live.
Well, it's definitely there because I've got it.
I'm on it. I've got it here. Yeah,
I've seen what people are saying.
But yeah, no, as I say, it's just sometimes you just think, yeah, I'll go in there, I'll do that, I'll say hello. No, I join random lives sometimes, don't I?
Yeah, you do like to watch them joining.
But I looked on there tonight and I thought, well, there's no one on there that I could see because I always try not to.
Yeah, if someone else is doing one, I try not to overlap with them.
No, I'll just do their edit instead. So it saves everyone on mine, doesn't it?
Yeah, still get to have chat, don't you?
But yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's like you kind of have a chat, you have a laugh. We've done some mad beers today, isn't it? It's like
we've tested some really great beers today.
A couple of dodgy ones as well. Jesus, it's like we've been using 3 different phones to do everything, haven't we? You got a picture on that one, you got that one on that one. RG, good to see you, mate. He's watched my amazing Corona Reaper. And Michelle wouldn't do the review last night. She didn't really fancy it. And then
I was really tired and I just went up. I went up for going on camera. So
as soon as I finished the review, she come flying out and said, let me try.
I wanted to try it because I wanted to try it.
So yeah, it was really good. That yeah, it was good to do, wasn't it? And it was one to do when you haven't had a few or anything, because otherwise you get the taste on that, don't you?
I was wondering if you were going to get it right, because I prefer it to be like a frozen cocktail where it's like a slushy mix, and you was doing it with crushed ice, and I was thinking to myself, the Corona bottles are just going to overflow the glass, but it did work for him, so I give him that. He got it.
Yeah, it did work. It's been a long time, isn't it, since we had one. And we used to do them here, I think, when we had only the little bar there, not this bit or the other bit, and we haven't had them for ages, have we? I thought it was interesting, mate. Going to try. Yeah, definitely, mate.
It really is.
Definitely going to go.
Fantastic cocktail to try.
You know my contact details. If you need any help with it, I mean, yeah, you can see from that video. It's a piece of piss, isn't it?
Yeah, there's
not got to get them
way of
little bits.
It. You know, those frozen cocktails you get in sort of the foil thing. Am I making any sense with this? You must know what I mean.
The pre-packed
The
ones.
ones that you put in the freezer and then you
Yeah.
feed them a bit.
You beat them up.
I think that you could make them with them. With like a strawberry daiquiri or a margarita pre-mix of one of those.
Yeah, there's loads of different options you can do. I mean, we're going to try and.
And you
I've
don't even
got
need
some
clips.
some-
You literally can just shove the Corona in the glass.
Yeah,
can't
it
you?
depends. That
But you have
glass.
to have quite a big bowl or glass.
Yeah, that glass was a two-person one. That's why
Yeah.
I put the two in it. But you can halve the ingredients. I'm sure I said it in the video. And do
We've
it
had them
just into
singly,
one
haven't we?
singular where you need the blue clip. It is better to have the clip, but you don't need them.
It does still work, but you just have to be kind of quick with pouring up.
You have to be quick with a bottle, and you have to have the ice really crushed
Yeah.
and compact. Not like I had the ice last night. Working night shift tonight, 11 to 7 in garage. I've been working most of the day. My family farm. It's going to be a long day. Oh, mate, feel for you there, mate. Oh, at least you're all right. That's the main thing.
Yeah, arms are a lot of work, but also very rewarding.
We haven't been on here so much lately, Thomas. I float around on other people's lives, but we haven't done very many. We do the odd one now and again, but you sort of like, you mean to do it, and I say to Michelle, oh, we'll do a random live tonight. We have a few beers in here, and then the next thing you know, you're listening to bloody music.
Says, I'm a mixologist.
There was an old cocktail that actually, do you know what? Believe it or not, I used to be a cocktail barman back in the day, didn't I?
You're quite good at mixing cocktails, yeah.
But no, you're not.
No, I get too excited and I drink too quick.
It's when you just get carried away. I haven't done. That's the first cocktail I've made in ages, isn't it?
Mm.
And it's like I said in the video, no matter what happens here, I'll share it because I don't care.
Even if it goes wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a high chance it was going to go wrong, I know that, but it was all right and it tasted really good. That vodka, that tequila, sorry, although expensive, it's really good and really smooth, isn't it?
See, Paul's not a massive tequila fan. I like my tequila down and dirty. I like it to be that real rough stuff. That's why I enjoy tequila so much. You don't like it so much, so you're enjoying the smoother, more expensive tequila.
Hold on. RG, you see the old fellas in Newcastle pour brown out in the same way, Paul. Tip a little in and straight upside down. Pull up gently, filling your. Yep, that's it. That's it, RG, mate. That's it. Well, Foxy, mate. I'm late. What have I missed? Good evening, Lawrence.
Hiya, Lawrence. Not too much. Just been talking about making cocktails, haven't we?
Yeah, no, nothing major, mate. We were just sat here. We were going to do another review, and I said, we just do live and like, because you got to remember what people forget with us a lot of times. We'll work from here and everything. A lot of times, I'll just see you and the kids and the dogs, and you don't have any.
You get a little bit bored. You want to
communication. And we were trying to go away with two of the dogs in the van, but I had to join this other caravan club. And I worked out it's going to cost me £80 for one night. I was like, no, I'm not paying it.
We'll find somewhere else.
So, yeah, we're working on a few new ones. We're trying to take the dogs, the two main ones, away separately to the big fella that you always hear barking. Oh,
Hello there.
I don't know if you can see him there. You can see him, yeah. He's there. But yeah, no, definitely, mate. It's just like sometimes it's just like, I say, barring typing away on the phone on YouTube or Facebook, you don't see a lot. So, like, yeah, sometimes it's nice to come on. So, like,
Yeah, definitely.
try not to get into too much trouble, not too much singing.
Well, I'm on the coffee bird now. There's review, so you can't get in too much trouble.
No, I need a Hogarth for me. Enjoy your evening, guys. I've got a call out. Yep, good to see you, Jonathan.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming in, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Until the next time, fella. We'll always be back at some point, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we will start doing, we said, isn't it, as the summer goes, we'll do, I'll have to pay StreamYard again, though, because they're obviously on limited hours. As you can see, the StreamYard thing, I refuse to pay them. Bloody 200 quid, wasn't it? It's like, not even do live that much.
Really expensive.
It is yearly, yeah. But if you're going to do a few, you've got to pay them, because otherwise you can only go so far of it. And I get that, you know, the operating thing.
Yeah.
It's not the same when you go through YouTube. You can't see everything the same way here. Obviously, we've lost the border where we haven't paid them. Had everything, but God, yeah, reeks, doesn't it?
You're going to have to go and Probably gone or something. Did you smell it?
He looks like he's drunk, doesn't he? I don't know. You can just see him there, can't you? A little bit more of
He's
that.
tucked
He's
himself
there.
under my chair behind my arm.
I know. What are you doing? Oh, put the wrong way on. There he is.
He looks tiny.
Well, yeah, he is. He's that big, isn't he? He's going to look small. He looks like he's drunk, doesn't he? Oh, Jesus. The dog's hammered. But yeah, so I did hope that Bazza was going to come and join me, but I say the wife took him hostage for the evening, so he's going to have an enjoyable night after his Red Stripe review, which is good and fair. Yeah, we've watched it.
I thought he was cooking.
No, he's cooking earlier.
Oh.
He's been off work today. He can't multitask, you know. He can't do a review, sort his wife out, and no. God damn. No.
I know it was me thinking he was shooting me.
Super Bazza.
Only human after all.
Hey, what's the one when he hears the review? I think I mentioned him 10 times.
Oh, it was the Castile.
Yeah, the Castile review. That's a good one to watch.
Yeah.
Be a good bit of banter with Barry, especially when he watches it.
Yeah.
Probably try and murder me, but you know. Straight up Paulina tonight. Funny enough, yeah, we were talking about that earlier, weren't we, Paulina? It's just one of them that I sort of I was so into it, as a lot of you know, and then I don't know what it was. It's not that I don't like it. I just think that
after the successful French beer run, we are looking to do a successful German beer run at some point.
Mm.
We really want to do that. It's
Yeah,
a plan for the future.
I'll drive over to Germany. I'm not picking up Paulina, am I?
Well, you can get it really, really cheap.
You can get it here in the shop. There's no point.
You never know.
That's a dog.
It's been weird, isn't it?
Not saying hi to
Cover me in hair.
hi, Mr. Foxy. But yeah, no, as I say, it's nice to come on sometimes when you just sort of sat there and you think, what can I do tonight? I could do the neighbours head. Remember, you lot saved our neighbours because they're only right there, and sometimes Rob and George can get a little bit.
They've got double glazing.
We need more than double glazing with my singing the other night.
Our house is detached. It's not going to rebuild.
They should appreciate it, because if it was me and I was sat there in my house listening to Robbie Williams or George Michael for free, I'd think, fucking hell, it's saving my electric.
Yeah, but they like dance music and rave music. At least one of them over there does, because they've heard them play it in the car.
Yeah, you can pick out lots of ways of Majestic. Yeah, it's about £2 in it for about 500 mils in Majestic. See, we haven't got one near us, have we?
No.
We haven't had a Majestic here ever, have we? Where we are. I always feel like we don't have bloody booths like they do up north and everything. I mean, like where we are here, everyone's like, "Oh, you're so lucky, you're so near to London," but you try and find a decent bottle shop. You've got a dead pigeon.
You don't get decent bottle shops, no.
And they do get some decent beers, don't they? In a dead pigeon, obviously some decent food as well. And but the problem is, obviously you're going out to a pub, and it's really hard to do these. Hi guys, did you enjoy Portugal? Did Michelle do the bungee jump, sky jump?
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, Portugal went well, and a bungee jump. We've got to work that out, haven't we?
Got to work out where I'm going to do it. They don't
Probably
actually do that in Portugal. They do. We've seen somewhere they do it in Brighton, so we're going to look at that for the future.
And when I say we, I'm not doing it. I watched the Wham movie just released this week. Not a fan, but thought it was great. Oh mate, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, we watched it out here at the weekend, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that are on my Facebook account, so I got a bit carried away that night. And you know, if I was there with George, I'd know, innit? It was
It was
emotional.
It was a heartstring filler, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think like as Foxy is saying, he's not a fan, so it wouldn't mean the same than it would to say like me or you or Lily or
whoever. But I just think that it doesn't matter if you're a fan or not. You can't help but feel a little bit emotional watching it.
Yeah, no, but it was much more fun than that George Michael movie, because that George Michael movie was just damned upsetting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the Wham thing was he was happy in a way, but it's just, I don't know. You could go on about that all night, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
And not get any further with it. At the end of the day, the worst thing is George isn't here, and like we got robbed of, we got robbed of John Lennon in 1980. If I go back that far, it's one of them things, isn't it? It's but yeah, it's great.
Yeah, but George was more a victim of his own emotions.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's true. Lennon got shot. It's totally different.
It's totally different scenario.
But Lennon just made a major comeback, and when Lennon come back, we're starting over and woman and everything. Lennon was here for the long run.
Yeah, that was.
You always sort of think about John Lennon doing duets and like Paul McCartney sang with Kanye West, and you think
of what could have been.
Yeah, that's it. You as well. I don't fair play Michelle. Thought it was just a drink talking that night. I don't know. It was a classic, mate. I kept saying before.
No, when the opportunity arises, I'm one of those people. If I get myself into this kind of situation, I will actually follow through with it.
I kept saying, you don't have to go live until you weren't forced or.
No.
I say, Dave, good to see you, fella. We're doing the cement West Ham movie. Never, mate.
No, I don't think so.
That's let Bubbles do that. AJB. We're doing the cement mixer review. I don't know what you mean.
No.
You must mean Red Stripe.
I have no idea.
I thought they were both wankers, as I'm old enough to remember the rise of the band, but good to see human size of both the lads on the graph they put in. Yeah, no, that's a fair comment, fella. I mean, as you know, I absolutely love George to death. But what I did notice about watching that movie was if it weren't for Andrew Ridgeley, there wouldn't have been Wham, and there wouldn't have been George. So
no. My drink now.
a lot of people, a lot of people slate Andrew, but I think he done really well for someone that couldn't pay a musical note to be a multi-millionaire. Not bad guy. There would have been Wham the same without him. Lawrence, I'm on the Boom Buffalo Door tonight. Not bad lager on offer. They have Red Stripe lager on a blade. Yeah, Bazza's reviewed that, mate. And it's quite an interesting review. You got to listen to the old git for 13 minutes, but it's a good review. No, Andrew, no George. Yeah, definitely, mate. But yeah, the Buffalo Door. We weren't keen on it on the sub, were we? That one. I prefer the other one, the red one, the Rosso. But yeah, I break it. But it's 31 quid for 14 pints. You could be persuaded.
Because I'm a mood drinker, I don't want to drink 14 pints of one particular thing. I like to have a bit of variation. Yeah,
no, the Red Stripe was a confusing one for me, right? Because cut a long story short, back in the day when I first met Michelle, almost obviously a long time ago, we used to drink Red Stripe.
Almost 24 years.
Yeah, 24 years ago. We used to drink Red Stripe. Funny enough, listening to George when I'd gone back to my mum and dad's house in my bedroom. We were sat there and just like, yeah. Oh, that cat's something else, mate. That thing is just
it's supposed to be a dog, but yeah, he is kind of like a cat, even meows sometimes.
RSH, hello, just got the PD Pro, enjoying a couple of alarm bro. Wow.
Yeah, obviously.
We've got one kid there, but I'm trying to keep it.
Yeah.
We've got to get through some other ones and level it off here still. So like I do like alarm bro. And I remember soon what is it? RSH, you have Loughborough Oktoberfest, and that is just a dream come true.
It's about the only thing that keeps me going when you get to autumn time, because I hate the end of summer. I'm not a winter person, but you get the Oktoberfest beers coming in, and then you think to yourself, well, that's okay. It's not that bad.
What are you drinking tonight? Michelle's just having a Koppenberg.
I'm having a Koppenberg.
And I'm having a Hogarth here.
So I'm just on the fruit juice. I did some big hitters with reviews earlier. So
oh, yeah, I know what he means now. Yeah, I remember now. Remember the cement mixer, mouthful of Baileys followed by a swig of Montordo and shake your head. It's brilliant. I've got to put
Yeah, take a
Do that.
picture of it.
I'll take a picture because I never remember,
Yeah.
mate. I haven't even drunk that much today, but my brain is like me, mate, getting old. Hold on, that's it.
Yeah.
They are. That's the market they're looking for. Red stripe, older geezers remembering their youth. Yeah, as I say, last time we had red stripe, I wasn't a fan, to be honest, because it's a long time on. But do you know what? Hearing Bazza's review,
We had some dodgy cans from the local shop as well that we think has sat about for a little bit.
yeah. Would I go back down that road?
I don't want to just go and plump another machine in here for the sake of that because I'm not.
No,
I don't
yeah,
like it that
they got to deliver a bit more yet, but they deliver a bit more. Then we'll look at that when we come to it. Because I keep getting that. How can you be a proper reviewer when you don't review bake cakes and all that? Certain person, mentioning no names. But
You have missed the advice as well.
I've missed their advice, yeah. And in some ways, they were singer, but the singer last time wasn't that good.
No, I don't think. I think it's been produced here rather than.
I prefer the lowbrow steam. It's an Oktoberfest tent. It's amazing. It's such a fresh beer nowadays and not gas. Yeah, yeah, definitely out.
Yeah.
Ali, mate, you're talking our language there. It's like the trouble is about that lowbrow though. The Oktoberfest is the worst one. It just gets so messy because it's so addictive.
Yeah.
And you don't feel,
So drinkable.
what's it, 6.1 and at lowbrow and the Spaten 5.9.
Carbonation, so you don't even get bloated or anything. It's just that really nice big without the bloatedness. You've got that extra flavour in there. Fantastic stuff.
That's tough though, isn't it? That is, and it does do you. Apparently, already Paulana, although Paulana weren't very good last year, the Oktoberfest for once, which it normally is, and I can't remember. There's one of the other ones that Marcus, Redneck's Barn, always check him out. Said already. He's going to get deliveries by the end of this week.
Really?
That's what he said.
Okay.
I don't know.
Early.
Yeah, it's crazy early because like you're not even obviously if you're waiting for Augustina, as Marcus rightly said, you're not going to get that till September. But it looks like you've got Paulina. I
So
can't
it's
think
worth
of what else it
keeping an eye
was.
on things because something might come out a bit earlier. Okay.
Yeah, as I say, from what he said, I think it might be Hacker as well. And I love Hacker on the Weizen beer. But when you're talking about Oktoberfest, I've got to be honest, if it's Hacker, that's not a cracker. And that's not for me.
Yeah, I really love the.
That's where we learn different tastes and try other brews. We have some older beers are grand, but new tastes are fantastic. Yeah, definitely, Foxy, mate. I'll say the thing I like with the Oktoberfest, I mean, some people say, oh, they don't change. I think they do.
Yeah, they do.
Because I don't think that we change that much over a year. And I kept saying last year, but I keep the bottles up there that she drinks the bottles. I keep the bottles for the next year so I can put them against each other.
It's too much for me. I was like,
As you take some bottles, I go and look there, and my bottle's empty, and I'm like, oh, she's done me again. I need a safe in here, you know, like people hide their gold or their money, I can hide my beer. It's like,
I am a bit of a bimsy.
I should have a few and think, yep.
Mm.
It'd take him ages to realise I've done his Oktoberfest. And I look up there and I think, well, where's that bottle I left up there? And it's like, I know what's happened here. The rest is history. But yeah, definitely looking forward to the Oktoberfest because obviously, there's a lot of you know that have been on this channel or anyone's channel last year. They delivered last year, didn't they?
They were really good.
I mean, the Spaten and the last
Yeah,
on the keg was absolutely
it was
unreal.
really hard to pick one out. I went for the Lernbrow in the end. I think it's my favourite. But it does change from year to year. It's surprising because you think, well, that's my favourite. It's always going to be my favourite. But it doesn't. It does change from year to year.
Yep, I'm with you as well there, Ali. I can just reading that one out. Have you guys tried Chang beer? Was my beer of choice in Thailand, preferred it to singular. Yep, more flavour.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember Chang, yeah. Funny enough, when we were in Chiang Mai, we were in Chiang Mai, I remember in the swimming pool.
Yeah.
You could just sit there, it was like 40 degrees.
And there was that bird. And
Fuck you, fuck you. And I said, can I take my beer in the swimming pool? They're like, you can take your beer whenever you like. And we just sat there drinking Chang. Fuck you, fuck you.
It makes that sound, but it's absolutely hilarious.
And let's sit in the pool drinking, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like 40 degrees. You're like,
Love
fuck
that.
it, let's have another one. Fuck it, let's have another one. They say, oh, you have to eat here. And I was like, we were going out to eat. And I didn't have the balls, did I, to say, yeah, but I'm going out tonight into town. And I was like, oh, no, yeah, we just stay here.
No, we didn't end up going out because it was King's birthday.
Mm. That was the night before.
Oh,
The second night,
it
we were
was
going
definitely
into town.
about the same place.
Yeah, in Chiang Mai.
Yeah.
Northern Thailand, wasn't it? And then we were going out the second night because we couldn't go out the first night because it was the King's birthday. But then they got me drunk in the swimming pool, didn't they?
Yeah.
They didn't like, they were like, I was like, yeah, well, I've got to get a taxi today. They're like, taxi, my friend, you stay with us. And we're only there for 2 days and we had to fly up in the morning.
It was great because at the time, Chiang Mai had really bad pollution levels, but where we actually were, the pool bit and the bit where we were was really good. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, the only time we were allowed out the hotel was in that, when we went down to that cafe, we were having them cocktails and then.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We walked around that. Oh, I remember, yeah.
And we weren't allowed out the hotel because they kind of, they like, well,
They did say we couldn't go out the hotel.
yeah, but they made me feel guilty.
Commandeered us, yeah.
Yeah, they made me feel guilty, so I stayed there for bloody 48 hours, wasn't it? It was a mad 48 hours, though. Hold on, I've missed RG. Right, they changed 100% in taste. I read Oktoberfest or any beers like Marzen was seasonal gear and sometimes not classed as the best ingredients brewed with excellence. Yep, I can agree with you there, fella.
They do change.
Chiang Mai, great place. Yep. Are you going to the main unit? Mate, I couldn't do that. Or one on the outskirts, which is less commercial. I'm too old for that, mate. God.
I'll tell you what.
We've done Springfest, didn't we?
15, 20 years ago, we would have been in our element. We're just a bit old for it now, aren't we? It's too busy, too loud, too much going on.
It's not that I was struggling in a beer festival in England now, and they're like, oh, Paul, will you have a beer with me? You're like, oh, yeah, why not, mate? And he's just like, the next thing you know, it all goes wrong, doesn't it?
Drink way too much. Get way too hammered.
Yeah.
But Springfest was good.
Springfest was good because that was like Oktoberfest. It was a lot of, on a smaller level. That was still mad though, wasn't it? That bar was spinning round. I didn't know if it was me spinning or the bar.
It was on a carousel, wasn't it? It was on a carousel.
Mm.
You'd get on and off it after a few beers.
We were doing YouTube there, weren't we? I was trying to do a short and it kept going. Zoom, 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 zoom. The bar was like, shit. It was fun.
Yeah, I think the proper Oktoberfest is a young person's game. I think 25 to 30.
It's hard now. Do you get recognised and beer shoved in your mush a bit, Paul? Yeah, a few times, mate. I don't think, because obviously sometimes when we go out on that, I wear the rate my beer tops, which is just a laugh, but then it makes people notice you more. It's fun because you talk to more people.
And we're a little bit like little and large as well because I'm really short and Paul's quite tall, so you can notice us from quite a distance.
Yeah, but it's fun because you get to talk to people.
It's lovely to talk to people. It's really great fun, but you do get really engaged, which means you end up drinking a lot more than what you really should do at times.
Yeah, it can go wrong. It can go very wrong. You don't mean it to go wrong, but you do. And you wake up in the morning and like, shit.
With the beer festival things and that sort of stuff that we've gone to, I tend to go for the really weak stuff because it's a marathon, not a sprint. You have to be really careful, don't you?
Yeah, it's crazy. I went 5 years ago, great time. What I didn't like is they only let you on the table for a few hours before they chuck you out. I don't know, they didn't chuck me out, but I don't think I lasted a few hours. I remember one place you had to go through these doors, wasn't it? And I thought it was the toilet. It was like, oh shit, and there's this massive queue, yeah, I'm not queuing like that, but the problem what we had the last time when Springfest was on in Germany, we had Augustina on draft in our hotel, and it was like, that is just like a dream come true. And they absolutely loved us there, didn't they? I pinched so many of the glasses.
We
I
tend
took all
to
back at
be
the end.
like over enthusiastic, so we don't save ourselves for the main event. We'll be like, oh, they got a wonderful beer in our hotel. Let's get another beer with the people in
No,
our
what went
hotel.
wrong? That was
Then we'll go out somewhere else and we'll drink 3 or 4 pints. And then we're going, and then by the time we go to the place we're supposed to be
Shut up.
to, we haven't got a lot more to give.
Yeah, no, that was the time it went wrong for us. Was the night we went to Springfest, because we did the AB InBev tour again in the daytime, and they gave us all these beers, and they were like, "You can just drink what you want." And I was like, "Fucking hell,
We've
no!"
got another tour this evening.
And we had the Paulana tour at night, and I was so lively on the Paulana tour. The host was like, "Do you want to give the tour?"
She loved it.
Yeah, no, he loved it.
He really loved it.
He said, "Why don't I just sit back and you give the tour?" I'm like, "Right, leave it to me." And we had a right laugh with him. No, absolutely brilliant.
No, was absolutely brilliant.
He's still there in
No,
Munich now. Honestly, anyone going to Munich, do one of his tours. They're really cheap and it's a proper introduction. He's proper down to earth, wasn't he?
Really, really lovely. He's a great guy to talk to.
He didn't want to kill me.
The people that were on the tour, and there was such a variety of different people, wasn't there? And it was like we ended up as one big happy family, and we ended up at Springfest.
Yeah.
And it was really good fun.
Well, some of us went one way and some of us went Springfest, and then it got messy.
Yeah, good bit.
They had a limit on how long you could stay. There's so many people wanted to go into the tent. We just went to another tent, so it wasn't so bad in the end. Ah, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, certain bits.
I think I'm taking my time.
Really.
Here then, 3 and a boom. Yep, you have to finish sometimes. But yeah, obviously Springfest was just like, calm down, dog. Calm down. Right.
I know. This is the one with stinky breath.
Okay. You okay there? Yeah. Yeah, I know you like me. I like you too when you're out of the way.
Just need a gas mask. Don't be around me because you're stinky.
Yeah, I know, but it's always me. Just please don't. Can't be cruel to an animal. Hey, Chris. There you are, people.
Hey, Chris.
If you're lacking on watching anyone's videos, there's the man.
Yeah, Chris is great.
Chris can actually make anything sound convincingly tasty.
Definitely.
Mm. Good to see you, Chris. Anyway, hope Lou and everyone's all right. The stuntman Steve, good to see you as well, fella. I followed your mate earlier. I can't remember who it was, or yesterday, wasn't it?
I don't know. You're always following people.
Yeah, I know. But
I find it hard to keep up with.
I always say, look, subscribe to this one. It's such and such his mate. She's like, yeah, who's that? Never mind. Yeah, Chris is all right, fella. I think. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, Chris, brilliant.
He's all good. Done a lot of charity things, as I've seen lately, as well. At Bouncy Castle.
Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, no, it's always good, isn't it? But yeah, no, it's just like sometimes you just think, I'll just do this random thing and like get on there and you think, oh, I've got away with Robbie tonight. She thinks, you see. I was going to do a beer review. Then I was going to do Robbie.
Yeah, but we've done a couple of really tasty reviews today. And the beer's been tasty, but they've also been tasty in percentage. So it was like, can't really carry on in this vein because they're too strong.
You end up drunk, you go to bed, it's game over.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's one of them things, isn't it? The Bouncy Castles will kill me.
Bouncy Castle you were showing me, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was showing Michelle those pictures earlier, wasn't it? It was like, Chris is an ambassador. He's doing this bit, and that's what it's all about.
Oh,
you know, I wish we had that thing here. Oh, Jesus.
No.
Get Bouncy Castle out here. God knows what they'd do to you, wouldn't it?
Well, you could just imagine the dogs.
No one about the dogs, I'm on about the neighbours. Dogs are quite well behaved. But yeah, no, good to see you, Steve. Let's say, yeah, we just came on here. Random one. Didn't put it on Facebook or anything.
That was just a quiet one.
No, I'll tell you what. The Blade may have released Red Stripe, but it's not going to beat Hope.
Everyone's got the favourites.
It's not even close. I did try and get Bazza from All the Beer No Idea. Do check his channel out. And he has no idea, as he's telling you already. he's done that 30-minute review. Me and Bazza have had some messages today, haven't we?
He's been on his case today.
And then his wife took him hostage, so he went. I think his wife said, doing that, Paul, that's it.
Don't blame her.
Ow. How's your... I don't think
It's
that...
at one point wonder. You kind of get to the bottom of the point of this and you're like,
I'll do a half and half.
yeah, I've had enough.
Yeah, with
It's a bit sweet for me.
the Koppenberg, and if anyone from AB InBev goes through this video, which they won't in a way, but just in case they do, you know, we're not great fans, if I'm honest. We do try. We just try to have that bloody drink.
Oh, it's just 1 pint's enough.
Nothing half's enough.
It's too sweet. I kind of enjoy the first pint, and then after that.
What's your thoughts on Spurs' new signing? Man, man. Looks like Levy wants to keep Kane to the end of his contract, having to sign a new contract and they'll move on. Yeah, Lawrence, mate, that baffles me, the Kane situation. But knowing Levy, he'll do it right up to the last day and then let him go. I don't know, mate. Highbury's going to. I can't see that we'll let him go for free. It's crazy, but as for Solomon, yeah, he looks all right, doesn't he? He's a tidy little player, but again, it's Levy getting a freebie.
Mm.
You know, have you pulled out Adventures? I'll start with it today. Yeah, mate. I don't know if we ever reviewed that. I've got the glass here for that. I did watch that review from Real Craft Out today, and right, how can I put this? I don't think it's as good as what Simon did, which is fair enough, isn't it? I watched it. I remember watching his Vegas one really recently, and that's a cracker. For us, that's the daddy of drinks. But that April Bock, and it is. But he had an interesting point actually. I meant to say to you what I said to him earlier. Hey, Jack man, good to see you, fella.
Hey, man.
Good to see you, Russell. Yeah, what Simon's point was there about barley wine, and barley wine takes me back in the day when it kind of fucked me out really bad that day. And then Tablebooks do, didn't they?
I don't think you can compare a Tablebook.
I don't know.
You can't.
Shame for all the Kane. Yep, I agree with you, mate. They're so badly, and it is wrong. Like we've discussed this on YouTube before, even like a year ago. If I was Levy, I'd let him go.
Mm.
Hope you're good, Paul and Michelle. Yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah, we've done a few reviews today. Tried some really great beer actually, but they were some real bangers when you're talking about the high percentage.
Try being an Oldham fan, Chris, mate. Just stay loyal. You know, I remember when Oldham were in the Premier League, and that not well, it wasn't the Premier League then. I think it was Division One, but actually, all right, it was that long ago, but they're all right. You know, it's like I wouldn't support Spurs if I didn't have half a choice. Would I look back in time? But then who would I have supported? Don't know. Probably. Actually, as years went on, I actually felt more welcome at Leyton Orient without these Tottenham wannabes.
The Italians took over.
Yeah, no, but it's back how it should be. Hey, Andy, good to see you, fella.
Hi, Andy.
Hope you're well as well. Right, you can drink that. I'll fill it up. I've got a tea. I'll fill yours up. We're doing a half and a half.
Yeah, I'm just finding this too sweet.
What about live on YouTube? A Stella unfiltered snake bite. What about that?
I'll give it a go. As people know, I'll give most things a go. I'm just not, yeah.
We've only got one bar now, haven't we? Right, okay.
Yeah, that was like.
Right, all right.
Go on, bye.
Good boy, yeah. Yeah, no, they are hard, that one, right. Do you want that phone? Or do you want to look?
No, I've got my hand.
Oh, okay. Okay, right, tug it. Just so we go. So, live on YouTube. No one has done.
What's it going to be like?
A Stella unfiltered. I think that's enough of that. A Stella unfiltered snake bite. Wow, look at the colour of that. I should have a piece of it.
I'm sure. Oh, it's still really smelling strawberry. No, that's kind of rank, to be fair. Leave that drip tray alone. Wait, leave it. I swear that dog's going to pull the handle down one day. Oh, God. Bear. He's actually licking pipe bit. No, don't do that. We're going to have to clean it up with something. Okay, so, yeah, live review. It's still unfiltered with Coppenberg strawberry and lime. Yeah, not really working for me. No, that doesn't work, mate. Oh, yeah, it's rough. So I'll tell you what you get, you're getting like a hit of strawberry sweetness and then a nasty bitter taste on the end. Oh, yeah.
I could do some more Stella in it.
Oh,
You got a bit more harder in it.
oh, that's not nice. It's kind of taking the worst bits out of both drinks and giving that to you. No, I don't like that at all.
Right. Oh, shit, hold on.
Oh, that's the other thing I'd say. What's on the bottom machine?
Stella.
Did you just pour extra Stella in your glass?
Yeah.
The dog was just licking that.
No, he don't care, does he? He's a dog. Right.
Yeah, but you just poured it in your drink.
What?
You just topped that up,
Yeah.
and he's just been licking it.
He's been licking a drip tray.
No, he's been licking them.
Right, that's yours. No way. Get out. I don't fancy that one. I don't fancy that one, everyone. There's a reason for this. I've just been drinking it.
He didn't just do the drip tray, he went for the pipe as well. Yeah.
What's this drinking out my pumps?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go and find something to wipe it with. I'm gonna keep it with.
Right, okay. I'm here. They've got the other star here, look. Commerce, we've had worse. Yeah, actually, do you know what? It don't matter that much. Fuck it, I'll drink it. That's a dog, isn't it? Right, go on, off, dog, off. That's the other one on the chair. So, actually, can I join it? Does anyone want to come on here with us? Hold on, where are we? Hold on. Where's that link? Hold on, let me find this one. Copy. Let's get there. Hold on. I'm on it. Oh, okay. Why can't I watch me on live? Okay. Right. There's a link. Well, there should have been a link. If anyone wants to come on, come say hello. Aha, there you are. I think that's worked. Just got to turn up the volume this end, but I've got the phone round the wrong way. Aha. I can do it anyway. I'm having a night off tonight, having a heavy one this weekend. Can't believe she let me drink that drink after the dog. It's like, never mind. There you go.
I've cleaned it up now.
See? Got Michelle's replacement. There he is. Found it. Look. Hey. See, mate? Wait, get out my beer.
Come on, get out.
So, yeah. More than drinks up between us. So we can snuffle with me. No, Andy's just saying he's having a night off. You got your phone there? Oh, well, that's mean, that is. Hang on. That's something for it. Probably it's actually all right. Sorry. Never do that. Get rid of that. And then move down.
Yeah.
That mistake. We'll be meeting Liam and Chilby Foot. Oh, legends, mate. 29th. Can't wait. Should be fun. Definitely, mate. Phil's an absolute diamond, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, brilliant.
Where did we meet, Phil? I think it was where did we meet, Phil? I can't think we met him. Definitely met him.
Still, get down. Goodness
Mm.
me. He's not happy because he wants the whole chair to himself.
Right, come here, little rat. Look. See? Just let him go there. I think it's happy. Easy. See? Happy dog. It's easy. See? Met Phil twice this year already. Blimey. You must have been doing a bit, Steve. Where did we? Tobacco Docks, wasn't it?
Was that first one?
The one in the middle of August. The one we're going to this year. We're both there this
Yeah,
year.
it was
We're
the
both
first one.
there.
Yeah.
We're both there both days this year. And the good thing is Hackney Church Brewing are coming there as well,
Oh, that'd be good.
which is really good. And like whether they like it or not, I'm going to do some promo for them. I've already offered to run the bar on the next day, but they don't seem to have taken me up on that, do they?
You're
What?
drinking dry.
Well, you know, I drink them dry. I'm serving the beer, not drinking it. I'm a professional when it comes to it. Oh, March the 5th, 40th. Oh, brilliant, mate. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, we're doing Excel as well, aren't we? This
I
year.
don't know. I've got more than mine.
As a matter of fact, I've got a bit confused with what we're doing this year. That don't take a lot, I must admit, but it's all part of the fun, isn't it? If you can't remember, it's a good night. Oh, shit, not the dog. Elbowed the dog one. They can't see that on the camera, thank God. Hide current comment. Yeah, they can see the dog now. I've got to be careful. Look, there he is. See, hey, you're 60 stuntman. Go, Drake. Good to see you, fella. I don't think Simo's going to be on tonight, mate. He's on a non-drinking week. But then he said he's going to get drunk Thursday. And I said, but Thursday's not the week. And he said, Thursday is the weekend.
It's just, yeah, it's the free weekend.
Listen, it's Simo's fault last weekend. I was in a bad way. Wasn't it?
Oh, it's horrible.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It don't go like a lot of them do, does it? But it ain't that bad.
Yeah, we've done other mixes with that have worked out a lot nicer. But
It's the unfiltered and the cider, but I'll get you another cider if you want.
No, you're right.
I'll not drink that.
No. No, I'll pass on that.
Well, I can't do that on my own and do that one and do that one. That's a con. Boy,
He's
get
a
away from my beer.
beer
Oh, that dog is like, Jesus. It's like you got a dog that's trying to drink you dry.
He's trying to learn how to pull that. It won't be long.
And once you can pour the beer, we're
You
sneaky,
can
didn't we?
open doors, open gates and things, so that won't be long. Then you'll have to move the lower machine up.
Yeah, I know, but I can't because the telly's in the way. Bloody things. The telly's in the way, so I'm kind of sneaky. But then again, we just keep that as the machine we don't use. We use them two and them two. I would think, innit?
Because it's moved from the drip tray to licking the pipe, and it was like nudging at the handle to say any more coming out.
Yeah, not for him. Of Bazza's last words, people were things he'd get asked if I said, fuck off, I'm going on the stream. Love to know. Bazza's missing me, you see. But yeah, no, it's one of them things, innit? As I say, it was only a random one, wasn't it? We were talking all day, me and Bazza. He kept getting very abusive, didn't
I don't know.
he?
You two having a conversation, weren't they? That's horrible, isn't it? Some drinks work and some don't. That doesn't.
Right. We've done a few snake bites with the Coppenberg. It does work, but that one.
That's horrible. You just get the strawberry and you're getting the.
Do something good here, mate. Oh, we need to play GTA against him. GTA, blimey, don't tell Sean. Oh, well, work. Oh, don't, mate. Work just like. Just don't, mate.
We've got an online car accessory business, so that's.
But it don't do very well because no one cares. No, it used to be. Right. What we used to do, we used to do printing, like designing prints and have massive printers. But I kind of sold out when it was clever to sell out, and the idea was then, wasn't it? They wouldn't have to worry for years. But then we like spent loads of money, so we started selling valve caps and
doing this online business is a bit of a sideline because
yeah.
he'd overspent on business money from selling the printing business. So yeah, we've still got that going.
It's all right. It's pretty shit. But I can't be bothered. You know, when you're like, you know, you got to do something, but you don't. When you have to, then you will, won't it? And that time will come. When that time comes, I'll deal with it then. But getting loads of grief for people online. I get grief on Facebook. I get grief on eBay.
Our kids are pretty much grown up now, so
yeah, no, our idea is
we've got a little bit of rent coming in from them because they still live at home and yet they're working.
A little bit of rent. One of them ain't paid for 2 months.
Yeah, and George's got more money than Rothschild's.
Yeah, my daughter owns more than the whole house, but yeah, I'm not even going there. But no, it's all right at the moment. Not too much away. But our idea eventually, the problem is, funny enough, when Martin were talking about that today, is to like sell out at everything and then like just move somewhere smaller. The kids will start disappearing.
But none of them have left yet, have they?
Well, I wouldn't leave if I was leaving them for free. Why would you?
We can't get rid of them. They're pretty much grown up. Well, she's definitely grown up. She earns more money than we bloody do, and she still won't go.
Tell her that.
She knows it already.
Oh, I think so about your own daughter. She's welcome here as long as she wants.
They can start paying me for the blooming.
My birthday Friday, I have a meeting. My family planning surprise. I hope, bloody hope not. I hate when people make a fuss on birthdays. Don't like it one bit. Happy birthday for Friday, though, fella. Yeah.
I find it mega awkward. I really get uncomfortable when people do this whole like birthday thing and sing happy birthday and all that kind of stuff.
Evening, free rider. Good to see you, fella.
But happy birthday.
It's a tough one with birthdays, isn't it?
It's nice for people to say happy birthday, but I don't like a big song and dance about it.
That's why I put on
really
Facebook.
Awkward,
but they can't write on your wall, so they can't get you. But then they'll send you personal messages. Hi, Beck. Good to see you, mate. It's kind of it's just like it's one of the things on your birthday, like
some people love a bit.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes on your birthday,
it's probably like a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll get drunk and have about 200 messages in the morning, like, oh, why don't you speak to me?
Like a big party there, everyone's like all balloons and cake.
God, Joe, nothing worse than my mind, but great for the most of it. Yeah, I'll agree with that. It's a tough one on your birthday, isn't it? It's like.
I think the older you get, the
Stuntman Steve, anyone? Never bought my birthday, not my thing, to be frank. Yeah, I don't, mate. It's kind of because if you give too much thought to your birthday, it's always shit, isn't it? Because you always think of a good birthday that you've had, and you can't repeat it. Right, for argument's sake, right? Just with you. Remember my birthday? We were in Venice, and mate, you know, he fell off the thing because they were pissed. They're taking us around. They're taking us around on their boat. Yeah, and mate, he's drunk too much bloody prosecco. Yeah, on the gondola, that was it. Yeah, and he was a singer, and he was fucking hammered, and it was like, fuck, I want to be like him. And he's just like, oh, and he's singing in Italian. He was a brilliant singer, wasn't he? But he just got more pissed and more pissed.
Sailing the gondola.
Yeah.
And singing.
And he got confused because he got drunk. And it was like, it was about -3 in December, December the 11th, my birthday. And we were in Venice, weren't we? And it was like, what the fuck? When they fell out the thing. And then getting off it, wasn't it? I was like in Hong Kong the time when they fell off and into the sea. And then I was saying, yeah, but you're drunk. And I'm like, what's this problem? Every year so far, I've met Phil for the last 2 years. Ah, brilliant, mate.
Oh, great stuff.
Yeah, Phil's absolute legend, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. It feels lovely. I just feel birthdays are like,
Overhyped.
you're okay when you're a kid, they're not so great when you get older.
Yeah, you just, birthday's the kind of thing, right, where you want it to work. And I gave up with that years ago because my birthday, unless we go somewhere, isn't it? It's really shit.
Don't even think about the most memorable thing that's happened on my birthday.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's not even go into that. It's not.
Well, that's what I mean. So it's just.
It's a tricky one because you build up expectations because you think when you're a kid and when it was your birthday, still on Steve Phil, you still need to come to Birmingham. Anyone else as well? Do you know what? We might be doing Birmingham NEC this year, isn't it? For the pub sheds thing. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, in Birmingham, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Not bad for a dog drinking it.
It's absolutely rough. The dog was drinking it. Rough.
Listen, I'm not sat on YouTube chucking a beer away, especially an in-bed beer. It's not happening. It's being drunk. Someone will be haunting me for life otherwise. That's a hoe garden after.
Yeah, definitely.
You have a snake bite?
No.
I did try, didn't I? But yeah, no. At the end of the day, it is, and you kind of you try to relive, didn't you? But I remember one of my first birthdays. We were in Kuala Lumpur. Well, it didn't end well that night, but we won't go into that. But it's still, you've done that on your birthday, and then like whatever you do on your birthday next time is never gonna eclipse what you've done, is it?
I just think it's one of those things.
Snake bite and black is good. Oh, yeah, don't even go there. Some of them snake bites we've done last week.
They've actually worked out quite well, haven't they?
I tell you what. I don't know. I don't think I've shared the video yet. It's still on my computer. The Spatten and Orchard Pig snake bite was unreal. It was honestly, anyone that's into snake bites, if you've got a couple of perfect drafts, Spatten and the Ocean Pig, 50-50. You don't need no blackcurrant. Yes, Orchard. You know what I mean. You don't need that. Yes, I know. Just no. I'm 56 in a few days. Birthdays are cheers to those that say happy birthday. I just think of my mum and dad not here anymore, so birthdays can do one. Oh, yeah, that Foxy, I'll get that fella. That's fair enough, isn't it?
I know.
Cheryl's in the same situation. I've got both my parents here and they don't really like me, so it's a catch-22, isn't it, all that?
All I can say is we're really lucky to make our next birthday. So maybe there's just a time to reflect on what we'd like to do in the next year, rather than be like a big party like we used to do when we were a kid. And maybe just use it as a time for reflection.
Yeah, that as well. I agree with that. But it's like I've had all these tests lately, and you're like, there's nothing wrong with me, but
that's just part of getting old.
It's horrible. I think that doesn't matter about something last year because always we could come in. Yep, Steve, that's fair enough there. Everyone not following Stuntman Steve here. Some pubs ban snake bites. God, Jesus.
Really? Why? I find that a little bit mad because most pubs will serve spirits. So at the end of the day, snake bites no worse than drinking a double spirit.
They can send you off your head, can't they?
No, I don't think so. It depends what kind of snake bite you're having. This one, I'm going to send you off your head because it tastes absolutely disgusting. I'm not going to want to drink any more of it. That one really don't work.
So, we've accustomed tonight. So, one thing you've gained out of this YouTube link is
The
Stella
Cottonberg
unfiltered and Koppenberg doesn't
don't
work.
mix. All you're getting is you're getting a real sweetness of the strawberry and a kind of bitter aftertaste from
The thing is,
the unfiltered.
the Koppenberg is really overriding the Stella there, isn't it? Which is unreal. And that Koppenberg for 4% is some strong big hitter. Killing. Oi, you little shit. Ah, see, he's appeared now. Don't want anything.
Yeah.
Say you're gonna kill me. How would I?
Yeah.
I just knew you were there. Yeah, up at that. Same here. That's a lot of my close friends. I'm putting my brother's 19 past. Like, oh, fella. Yeah, yeah. Birthdays don't help. I get that, Gold Drake. I'm the same. Like with obviously June's a mess up month for us, isn't it?
I think we're really, really lucky when we get to progressing age because it's a privilege that not everyone gets. But I think for every privilege there is a price, and the price is that you have to say goodbye to people that you care about along the way.
Yeah, it's really fun. And I get where Gold Drake's coming from here because like it's not fun because it does remind you and like Facebook's great, don't get me wrong, but sometimes some of the memories you get up, you're like, you know, what can't I have that day back again? You know, I see things of me sending George Michael. I know that's really sounds stupid, but before George died in 2016, I've got all these things of me tagging George Michael and like saying, "What's your fucking music, mate?" But I didn't know what was going on at the time, so I kind of did that, if that makes sense. Yeah, these years, snake biting some establishments were banned. That's for the troublemakers who drank it all the time. Don't get that. Combro Brothers and that other special is way too sweet for me. Yeah, Thatcher's Haze. Oh yeah,
Oh, actually, I find
always
just
been into Thatcher's.
haze
Bad
really sweet
Goldie,
stuff.
mate. Considerable heavy. No, you will, Goldie, mate. And that's the thing. There's light at the end of the tunnel because I know it sounds like crazy to say, but life's for living, you know, because you never know when like RG, Ali, Goldie, me, you is going to go. You know, none of these people that have left us and departed us, whether it be King John Lennon, your dad, George Michael, a dog, or anyone, like, you know, you've got to do your bit while you're here.
I think it's really important to appreciate the people that you've still got in your life. Because I think what Paul's trying to get across is you never know when they're not gonna be there.
You don't,
So
honestly.
I think it's really important to appreciate the people that you do have. But I also think it's for people who have lost someone, no one can really understand it until you've been through it. And for me, you get a lot of platitudes, you get a lot of people say things. And my dad's been gone for 16 years now, and you get all the platitude times, big healer, blah blah. No, I don't think it is true. I think it's a pain that you just learn to live with.
Yes, you have to. You don't
It's not a choice. You just learn to live with it.
No choice that you have,
and
unfortunately.
you will carry on missing them every single day. But I choose to enjoy their memory as much as I grieve their passing.
That's a fair comment. I get that.
Sorry, I'm trying to articulate in a way that resonates with other people, but also is really true to how I feel.
Yeah, fair enough, haven't it? It's like, you know, you go back in time. I remember 1980. Obviously, showing my age a bit now, but I can remember my nan died. It was a lot of people here know was my superhero that would get me anything I wanted. And in the same year, John Lennon died, and you're like, freaking hell, does life get any worse than this? Because these two major people in your life have died. Like your music hero, and Lennon was obviously my music hero, especially back in 1980. That was before George Michael, Jackson, Robbie, obviously Kanye, whoever. But I just thought, fucking hell, is that what life's about? Growing up, that's before I was 11 years old.
Yeah,
My nan,
it's about appreciating what you have.
Yeah, life is worth living, but you never forget them.
Yeah.
That's my mum last year. I was in a bad way, but now I realise we'll have to celebrate her life. Yeah, that's absolutely brilliant, mate. Hold on, look
yeah,
at that. That
totally,
fella's talking
totally.
real sense there. And Goldrake said wise words, Michelle. Just a fair comment, fella.
I,
It's,
I, oh, I can't speak for everyone because everyone's grief is their own personal
yeah,
journey.
no, we get that.
I can only speak from my own.
I'll tell you what, I'll just chuck a stone on you and find another glass.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not that busy. I'm washed up a few glasses tonight, so I'm not that busy. That was a bit of a ball.
I like to give you.
Look at that, guys. Well,
You see, I'm giving you.
go on, wearing half of it down the leg.
Oh,
Yeah, it's lovely. What I like about these lives is that people can come on and express themselves. And I think that's really important. I love for everyone to be able to express themselves in a way that they feel that they're being heard, because you are being heard. Everyone here that comes here, talks to us, who's talking within our little community here, because this is just a quiet one. We didn't put it out to a bigger audience or anything. And I think that's really nice. I know I personally really appreciate it. Yeah, difficult time of year for me, even more so this particular year. So I I really appreciate you guys. I think you're amazing people. And this beer community is more than just people who appreciate beer. It's a brilliant connection of people who appreciate beer, appreciate the family, appreciate the people that they're talking to around them. It's a lovely thing. Yeah, luckily, I think, Steve, that we don't get a lot of people who are rude here. That tends to happen more in beer groups. We get people who maybe drink a little bit too much and express themselves in the wrong way. Luckily on YouTube, we're lucky because we're a smaller group that we don't tend to get a lot of that.
we don't go on any clips on YouTube, do we?
Yeah, Goldrake, you're totally right. We are by no means millionaires, but we're not struggling in the same way that a lot of people are. So yeah, that makes us very fortunate people.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying there. But like with YouTube, we've got a really nice bunch
Yeah.
on there, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of like a situation where if you could lock the channel off and keep the ones you got, you would.
Yeah. You know,
Okay,
then you
yeah.
always worry that you. I love to have new interaction and people come and be part of that group.
Yeah, no, I get that as well. But you kind of like get, and obviously people give up with YouTube as time
Mm.
goes on and that. And great people in the community just had time to a few beers and chat. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Russell
this
makes
this
so
is
much.
this is where this one has been absolutely brilliant. The numbers haven't been massively high, but the quality has been absolutely superb.
Yeah, it's like me and Sim, isn't it? Where
Yeah.
we were all last week. Yeah, you end up a bit pickled, but it's Timo's fault anyway. I just love doing YouTube for people. Just don't have to help them out for my channel. Yeah, it does, mate. Do you know what? That was the thing with us, wasn't it? When people find you on Facebook and everything, they send you messages, and sometimes you don't see it for days. They're like, that chat really helped me out last night, and you're thinking, oh, who was that all? Like, a few days ago, isn't it? And you're like, oh yeah, I remember, and it brings everything back to you, and it's really good. You know, it kind of. I think if I was like, I mean, it's all right for me. I've got the dogs, I've got her, I've got the kids, and everything. But there's people, especially through lockdown and that weren't in that situation. That weren't nice.
Yeah, there were a lot of people that didn't get a lot of social communication, who didn't get a lot of mixing with the outside world during that time.
No, this is not nice.
That was really difficult for a lot of people. It's okay to get deep sometimes. It's fine.
Yeah, it's the problem half. I agree with that, Steve, as well. What was that label sticking out your cap? Not again. No, it's not. It's
I'm
getting
having a little
going.
bit of a giggle at this for about the past hour. Yep,
It
been on for an
was.
hour and 10 minutes. And I was kind of thinking, it's poking out again or something. Is that
That's the one on that play video that like 15,000 people watched. And I said to her, "How did you actually leave me there?" But I was doing part of the video on my own. So yeah,
It was a bit low for me to point out. Tuck that in.
it is what it is, isn't it? You are what you are. I don't care. I think the way you have to be now, and I always tell people if I speak to someone that's not as confident, so like, who cares what anyone says? Be yourself, and if people don't like it, then life, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't be anyone by himself.
No, but so many people come on social medias that's full of everyone that's fake. The game's world changed since you're thinking we got Facebook accounts in what 2007, 2006, 2008. I don't know, I can't remember.
People actually in themselves with the personas became more fake. I know things become a lot more.
Love Gucci, yeah, mate. Gucci. This hat's so old now, but it's like not like this dodgy brand. What's that dodgy brand? Stone Island. Oh yeah, I
It's
know that
really
ones.
big off the Stone
I've got some good Stone Island stuff from before, so I'm not too worried.
Oh yeah, Sean Connery, totally right. That's the one thing that keeps me going after the summer's ended. October Christmas.
Then my missus go out like Dumber and Dumber, so no one bother us. Yeah, I'll see halfway like that.
Oh, we have our moments. Definitely have our moments.
It's not Dumber and Dumber, it's Dumber and Dumber, not me. I'm just normal-ish. I'll tell you what. Yeah, no, I won't. As I said in that video, right, it was a really emotional time and everything, wasn't it? And I wasn't even on Stone Island. I was on buying a laptop, wasn't I? And obviously Michelle wasn't here, so I thought I could sneak in a couple of tops, which I probably shouldn't have done. So I got paid back for it, didn't I?
Yeah, maybe that's a bit
So I don't know. It's one of them things. But what pissed me off when you wear a top twice is like cost all that money, and it's like I'm not going to go into about them. I'm not even giving that airtime. If anyone watching this stream or re-watches this stream later is stupid enough to buy their clothes, that's up to you. I won't again. And that's I brought their clothes how many years since I was with you, wasn't it?
Mm.
And I can remember the times of watching people at football with their Stone Island badges. I couldn't even afford a bloody t-shirt and everything of them. And then I could afford it and everything. And it's like, nah, fuck, man. Wankers. Hate them.
That's
Hold
why.
on. Drink the Lewis the quality clothing is.
That's why.
Oh, no, take that is RG. Good to see, fella. Yeah, CP company. But apparently they've been brought out as well, haven't they now?
I don't buy designer stuff. I've got some designer stuff because you'll notice it sometimes in videos, but it's hand-me-downs. Something my daughter's bought and decided she don't want anymore, or something that's shrunk of theirs. And they're like, oh, I don't fit no more.
Actually, I'm only wearing a Corona t-shirt tonight. I felt better in this though. This cost me maybe 12 quid than something I do that cost me 160 quid for a polo shirt. So I
This
don't
is
know.
Hard Rock Venice, so this must be.
That's my one.
No, this is my one
Is it?
actually.
Okay, you got my one as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I really
We had the same ones. But no, it's kind of Right. I came from Windsor. This is kind of a long story short, where loads of kids had everything. Then you had the rest of us that weren't like the loads of kids. So like this was in the days even before Armani was really popular. We had like Chippy,
And then you have
Sabre.
kids like me who used to wear the lost
Yeah,
property.
here we go. We don't need to this. You don't need to get involved in this one, but you kind of had names like Chippy and Sabre. Sabre, yeah, so it was Sabre, and they were like really big names. And obviously, then George made Armani really famous. So we all wore Armani stuff because that GL on your ass, that was like unreal. That was seriously unreal. You had the thing with Versace when Versace wasn't too expensive, but then Stone Island was there, but it was like unaffordable. So you wouldn't
I like a
really.
decent pair of trainers.
Right, lovely lot. Have a great time speaking. Take care, Paul and Michelle. Hold on. Great stream. Much love. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, mate.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Superdrives are worse, properly overpriced, and the stars in this terrible state. Stone Island now as well, fella.
Oh, yeah, Superdrive's
I'm
tiny.
totally northern scuff. However, my missus makes her. Fair enough, Mark.
You know what? That's kind of me. These guys, our daughter buys like designer stuff. They gets bored of it, hands it on to me, or something of yours lot shrinks. And I'm like, oh, I love it.
Pepe jeans, yes. You know it, mate. Pepe. That was it. When I lived in Blackpool in '96.
Levi 500.
Yeah, Levi 500 ones. That was Nick Cayman and that, wasn't it? But yeah, Pepe. Ian just hit the nail on the head there. That was another mental name. That you used to have Pepe. All your clothes were Pepe. And even Next. When you think back in time, Next was really trendy. It was like, yeah, but Pepe was like Chippy. I don't know if a lot of people remember Chippy. And what was the other one? Benetton. Benetton was another top. Yeah, that was it. It was another top designer name. Kieran Hill, you seen Robbie? No, mate. We said when we did the last Robbie concert, that was it. We spent
all those tours. We did a lot of money, and it was kind of our over and out for a good long while anyway.
Oh, like my fashion. I don't know. I missed this one. My stuff comes from Matalan these days. Only place I can find close that I think being tall and slim. Oh, yeah, I'll probably be better there as well. I like my fashion and clothes, Stone Island, Armani, Gucci. Yeah, I love Gucci. Gucci's different level. The problem is that Gucci now is so fucking expensive. I've got a hooded top, not a hooded top, no, a tracksuit top upstairs from Gucci next to my George Michael jacket. But it cost me so much money, and it's like, how old now? I don't want to wear it because I don't want to ever trash it because I can't bloody replace it. Armani, Ralph Lauren, etc. But prefer, which includes Victoria, just bought 3 new watches, cost quite a bit. Have a bar jacket.
Oh, geez, Fox, now you're talking my language because probably the only decent clothing I really had was when I was part of the horse riding scene, and yes, I had a decent barber jacket. And I had muckers and a dressage jacket and everything. That was part of being the horsey set, and a lot of stuff was handed down to me.
Yeah, I don't worry about clothes because I've got so many different clothes that I can sort of like bring out the style and stuff from like 5, 10 years ago.
I'm just like a t-shirt's a t-shirt. This particular t-shirt, I think it's about 10 years old.
It's some of my style and stuff.
I just pull out a t-shirt. If it's still fit, I'll put it on.
Hackett was another name, but then they weren't funny. The collars. I think if I was buying clothes now, if I could afford it, I'd buy Gucci. Definitely, I can love Gucci. But I've got enough Gucci stuff there. I don't wear it a lot, and I know I can bring it back when I want to. And I'd buy Lacoste. Because
Yeah, see, Gardra's got the whole vibe going on. When you're around animals and you're around the farmyards and everything else, you need some decent clothing to keep you warm and dry. Yeah, luckily, a lot of people within the horsey environment that I was in when I was riding horses, didn't own them, but I was good at riding, so I used to get a lot of hand-me-downs.
got 7. When you come to the North Mish, go to the factory in Jarrett. The seconds are unreal.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Nothing that bomber jackets as well. Yeah, you know it, Ian.
Yeah, I remember them. Oh my goodness. And I had my feeler trainers. I love my feeler trainers.
That's why I was mad seeing Andrew Ridgely when he's wearing all the feeler stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember at that point in the 80s, when Ridgely was wearing all that stuff, trying to get feeler stuff was absolutely impossible.
Yeah, it was around that time that my dad busted a gut, and they cost him £90 for a pair of trainers.
I remember sending my dad, right? Listen, this is how different my life was.
I think he borrowed money from my granddad.
Yeah. Everyone says, "Oh, your life was so easy." It's like, I remember my dad, right? I'll send him out. Dad, I need these Silver Shadow high-tech trainers. Yeah, and at the time, they were like about £2 cheaper than Adidas Gazelles, which we were wearing, but everyone kept snapping on my Gazelles. My dad kept getting annoyed, right? And he's meant to go out into shopping and get me just a pair of trainers. It's not a lot to ask, is it? And then he comes back with his other high-tech trainers. He said, but they're just the same, son. But they're £8.99. And I'm like, fucking hell, mate. I can't wear them. And he actually couldn't understand from where he comes from.
No, I still don't understand it.
But I couldn't wear them. And I'm like, yeah, but Dad, everyone's wearing Silver Shadow. Silver Shadow was the trainer. You had Adidas Gazelle, you had Nike Air Max, and you had Silver Shadow. And my dad brought me these stupid fucking things and expected me to wear them. And I'm like, Mum, I'm not wearing them. And he was like, well, I don't care.
I had black insoles that cost £2.
Been watching John Wick 4. Simo, John Wick 4, mate, when that bloke's can't even walk and shooting people, that's a really silly film. I thought better of you, Simo. But buying designer clothes, saving my Wonka for Chairman Bison. Yep.
Yeah,
I agree with that, mate.
Totally. I'm with you on this.
Simo's mesmerised. He's been watching John Wick 4. This bloke that can't walk and he goes around shooting everyone.
Silver Shadow, I remember them.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Do you remember them, mate?
Shadow.
Seriously, they were like
Have Velcro on them today.
I can't remember that much about them, but they were these grey and white trainers or something. And that's all he had to do. They were everywhere.
£2 plimps.
And they were £29.99. But what does my dad do? He comes back with a pair of trainers at £8.99. I'm like, I can't wear them. It's like, and he really didn't understand the concept. Coming from the brick world, and everything where my dad come from, as you know, that like they were high tech, and you wanted high tech. We brought you high tech. Like I asked them to get me an Atari 2600 console. They get me a Philips G7000 and say, "What's wrong? It's a computer console." And I'm like, "No, but it's not the right bloody one." It's like, I don't originally supplied manufacturer for the first sportswear music. Oh, look at that. Evening, Goldrake said, Simo. I had a pair of them. Yeah, you see. But the difference was, Russell, I didn't have a pair of them. I had the £8.99 ones that were not them. And my dad really couldn't comprehend what I meant. It's like everyone was wearing. You either had your red Adidas Gazelles or you had your high-tech Silver Shadows. And they were like the two ones. Nike Air Max were just, yeah, they were coming into it later on.
I had a pair of Nike Air Max because I pitched my £2 bloody
I'm trying to think of true.
things. So I took a pair of lost property, took them home and washed them.
Oh, God, here we go again.
Yeah, but they were clean. They were better than my £2 plimsolls. You make do, mate.
I know what I'm going to get. Do you know if I could play a violin, I'm going to play it tonight for you. Troop. I'm trying to think of troop. And I know what you mean, Ian, but I can't put my finger on troop.
Dunlop. Ah, the worst bloody thing anyone could ever buy you, them Dunlop bloody things. That's what I used to get.
Yeah, well,
you ditch them, it's quick as anything, and just go look through lost property. Yeah, stick that through.
That was it. I know the name. High Tech Strada. That's what he got me. Instead of Silver Shadow, he got me Strada. And he said, it doesn't matter if your feet grow, son, because you get 3 pairs for the price of 1. And he actually thought he'd done me a result. And I was like, yeah, but Dad, I'm trying to. And he really didn't understand the concept of it. It's like, if you're chatting up girls, you'd be wearing your Gazelles, your Nike Air Max, your high-tech silver. Oh, I give up in the end. It's like, no way. Where all these trainers you brought? Nix. Yeah, Nix. I remember that name as well. Dunlop, lovely.
Bloody Dunlop things. Oh, they were fucking awful.
I take
Nix
still make
actually.
silver shadows. Fucking hell. That's a bit mad.
Nix are actually really popular now, aren't they?
I went
Are they
shopping on the
Bazza
message a couple of weeks ago.
good?
I can't remember. It's a boy. Yeah, just good day, Sam. Good to see you. This is an interesting one here.
We're reminiscing a little bit about our school days
We're
and
talking about,
the
yeah.
awful things
I don't know if
we
you're as
could
old as
couldn't
us.
afford, or at least our parents could or couldn't afford.
British Knights, yeah. Back in the day, you know it.
Dunlop, look, Goldjack knows it.
Remember
The worst
Beats International, Lindy Layton, she had the British Knights trainers.
Yeah.
Well,
British
they were
Knights. They were high tops.
boots, yeah, high
High
tops.
tops.
She was so cool. I lived 4 doors away from her. I terrorised her. Well, I didn't terrorise her, like terrorised her, but I kind of annoyed her.
I'm sure you did.
She liked me.
I
She
doubt
didn't know it.
Yeah, they are just the worst of the worst, Goldrake. They're just, oh, goodness me. And it was just, oh, get rid of that stuff.
You think about it, but it was like the difference is with us. And you got to remember, you came from Langley, I came from Windsor, so I'd be expected to be wearing these things. What was I supposed to say? My dad fucking brought me 3 pairs of the other ones, but no, like it was.
Well, I would have got to borrow the money, or God knows what he'd have done. If I'd have asked
Yeah, no,
for it,
your
he'd have
dad.
got me
Yeah,
for
but
it.
your dad wouldn't. My dad.
But I
My
would,
dad would.
never,
My dad
he was
wouldn't.
already struggling, so I'm never going to ask him for things he couldn't afford.
It was a tough one. You got to
And
remember,
he knew he couldn't afford it.
growing up in Windsor, as I said, was really hard.
Growing up everywhere is hard.
It wasn't back in them days. Back in them days, it's
Yeah,
like
it was.
if you lived up north. Well, when I first went to Blackpool, yeah, and that was 96. No one cared what anyone was wearing. You came from south, but then all the girls loved you because you had all these designer clothes, and all the blokes wanted to kill you. Like, fucking, hold on a minute. It was crazy, but no one cared what you wore, and that was in 1996 in Blackpool. No one actually gave a shit. Whereas down south, you were contradicted on the clothes you wore, and that put people on. That created like stoners and things because
I don't know, maybe it's more of a man thing than a woman thing. For me, it's always just been it's clothes.
Yep, Goldjack saying good evening, Sam. Are you okay, fella? Good to see someone new in here tonight.
Yeah, it's lovely to see you, Sam.
All the kids
Thanks for
wore
joining
Dr.
me.
Martens. Yeah,
Oh, I love my. I've got a pair of
she
DMs.
loves her. Dear.
I love my DMs. I've got a pair of DMs, Airwaves, and I wear them all
Absolutely hate
through
'em.
winter.
Connor, good to see you, fella.
Are you, Connor?
We've all been lurking for a bit, trying to finish some work. But it's time for Paul Anna. Why not, mate? Why not? But yeah, no, it's kind of like, well, that's the peer pressure that was put on people. If you think we're talking about way back in the 80s and the 90s, it's hard.
I don't know. I don't know. Just made do.
Yeah, because some people had to make do, but then some didn't. And there
My first date night, me and my mum made my outfit out of clothes that were given to my mum by someone else. And my first pair of shoes that I ever bought myself for working my job. And they were a pair of blue suede Mary Jane shoes, and they were absolutely gorgeous. I bought them myself, but I couldn't afford an outfit to go with them. So me and my mum made my outfit.
I see, say one more that bad all the time.
No, she was given the clothes. I stitched them. But there was a really long, like, the grandma skirt, and I cut it down and tied the blouse at the front on the top. It was cool.
You sure?
Yeah, definitely. I look good. It was the shoes that did it. I love my shoes. I bought them.
Yeah, but
My first paycheck, I bought them.
It's good to have memories like that, isn't it?
I still love that style of shoe now. I don't wear heels anymore, but I still love that
Love
style.
my DMs, E182. Hey, David, good to see you, fella. I'll do the mods for. Yep, I get
I
that.
love DMs. Excellent, excellent boots for the winter time. Really comfortable.
You like them to try and boot me one.
Absolutely love them. Are you, David?
No, good to see you, but no, it's been good though because it does show that people understand.
It's nice to see that the whole community comes from different walks of life, but yet we can all be there talking to each other and understanding each other and kind of get that little bit of a vibe. I think we all must be around that kind of age.
Yeah, I know, but for someone younger in here tonight, I'll be listening. They're all intrigued. I'll be typing in like feeler.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's even harder for younger people now because everything's documented on Instagram, Facebook, and everything.
Everything you do now, there's always someone there.
So it's even harder. The expectation to look perfect is even worse.
Harder, yeah, it's harder. I don't agree to it. I think that it was better how it was.
Although there is a more throwaway fashion culture with some of the Shein and Primark and all that type of thing.
It's a tough one. And that one is a pure tough one. Isn't it? So,
I'm gonna have to pop to Lee. Someone's got themselves bobs out.
Dr. Minds just remind me of Gotha Elmo World. Yeah, I was never into Dr. Martens when she had a thing about about oh, quite recently and that, but for me it was sort of like oh, I'm gonna get a boot with them bloody things when I was a kid, so I wasn't that into them. I wasn't them, I wasn't now. Still wear Dr. Martens shoes for work. Expensive nowadays and the quality not as good. Yeah, I could quite believe that because everything, if they can tone something on the quality, they will, and they're always going to do that now, aren't they? They're always going to like you cut that little bit down, and it's like, why would you do that? I don't know, but for whatever reason they do it, and is it for the best? Probably not most of the time. It's all about having the best mobile phones these days. I hate to be a kid. Yep, I agree with that, Ali, mate. Yes, it's like, oh, my kids always say, your phones are getting old now. It's like, I don't care. It's like, it's not that important to me. Monkey boots when we were kids.
Monkey boots.
Yeah, I'm true.
I know monkey boots.
That's not even big glass again. Right.
I'm gonna have to try and turn on this light 'cause it's getting a bit dark now, people. Barely even see myself. Okay, if I send anything flying, I do apologise. Oh no, I've got it. Okay. No, no, no. I leave that alone, please. Yeah. I don't know. I think it was hard for a lot of people growing up. Is it harder now? I think there's a lot more expectations. Bear, can you be quiet? If that dog is not barking, it's trying to rob my beer. Yep, Ali, you're totally right, and I totally agree with you. I totally do this with my phone where no notifications, no nothing. I look at my phone because I want to look at it. Not because it's dinging and ringing and beeping at me. Ali says he's switched back to a dumb phone because it just takes over your life.
It does, yeah. But it's a wireless now.
No, I don't think it has to be. I absolutely hate it. I look at my phone periodically through the day, acknowledge the things that are going on without having the repetitive ding dong telling me something's going on. I don't need to know that.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of like. Yeah, I get that. There's two ways of looking at it for me. If I don't reply to everyone, they call me ignorant.
Yeah,
Because you only see the last few messages on your phone on Facebook, so you reply to someone. Like I was trying to do rate my beer and my own account on Facebook, but I missed half of it on rate my beer, and I'm like, we don't answer on that. It's like I don't even see it because you get too many notifications. So any cases, so many, I'd deleted all my stuff. My social media don't need anyone apart from WhatsApp, which is for work. Snapchat for the last. Yeah, I don't have Snapchat. I'm too old for that gold drake, mate.
yeah, you can have a little bit on social media.
Yeah, I don't think I've missed anyone. No,
it's
good.
I tend to go on YouTube and go back to our videos and talk to people who've commented. But that's when I've actually got time to do it. I can read the comments, think about what I want to say back to them. It's not a constant merry-go-round of I'm going to look at social media and see what people are saying because I've got so much going on in my day-to-day life that I just couldn't keep up with it. To be fair,
It can get.
I find it really stressful.
Hey, Scott, everything fella.
Hey, Scott.
Good to see Scott. I would say a fellow Scotsman, but I'm not a Scotsman, so.
You're definitely not a Scotsman, you silly sod.
No, always good to see Scott. Good lad. Same here, bro. And he's what's that on Twitter, just for the football banner. Yeah, it's a hard one. It's like we were going to book in that place. And the first thing Michelle said to me, but you moaned about your phone last time because my phone didn't work properly there. I was like,
It couldn't get internet, it couldn't get Wi-Fi, and he said, "Oh, I can't deal with that without that for me."
like now, no, but now I'd like it.
I was why?
It's just like things change, innit? And sometimes it is good to have that night off.
I like.
As long as I ain't a keg release on perfect draft, otherwise I'm bollocks the next day.
I think who's made the camera over a bit? Because I'm on myself out of shot.
Shot.
Yeah, I know. I forgot what I was going to say now.
I'll tell you what she was going to say. And through it. Oh, what about that?
It wasn't to say that.
Well, look, Scott's here, so like me and Scott could rap in a minute. Peas and pods. Got to go. Been a good chat. Catch you again. So yeah, definitely, mate.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you, Ali, mate.
Thank you.
Seriously, this was only meant to be half. Oh, I said we'd look at half hour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Go.
It's just lovely. The people that you get coming in to these lives and chatting with us, which is all of you guys and everyone else that was here earlier.
I don't mind if I'm on my own. I'm all right. I can just sort of like sing along, but she gets embarrassed and everything. I see you two are still off the seats. I need to stop as well. Off to Benidorm next week. Bring back 200 and I'm off them. Yeah, mate. Oh, Scott, it's not easy to stop, is it? As we know.
Definitely not.
These things, they help you, right? But they're never the same. But you don't have to puff them all day. You can do after you've been on the piss and you're not feeling good in the morning. If you're stressed, you can puff it a bit. When you're drinking, you do, don't you? But
I don't actually
you slowed down actually this week, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't miss cigarettes at all. But there again, I was in that kind of situation where I didn't have a lot of choice. It was a case of I was ill in hospital and I was there for 2 weeks, so it was kind of I gave up. Not everyone has that kind of situation where they're forced to give up. So you've got to have massive willpower to do it. And anyone who does, I've got a lot of admiration for.
Very easy.
And there's a couple of times I've gone back to it and I've been like, I really miss this vice. This is a
I
real
mean,
crutch for me. I really miss this. And I've tried to puff on it, and it's nearly made me sick. And I was like, just no. I'll have a couple of puffs on this instead.
when I was drunk one night in Portugal last week, was the first time I've actually smoked when I smoked the joint in like since January. But
And that doesn't taste as disgusting as tobacco on its own.
it was like, oh, it was hard. I didn't enjoy it. Chris, here's
Are
your
you,
views.
Chris?
Good to see you, mate. Fellow beer reviewer here. He's all right. He's a good northerner.
Oh, everyone's a good northerner. I like northern people. The more northern people I meet, the more I like them. I just haven't not spent a lot of time up north. Although I've got family in Scotland, I haven't spent a lot of time with them. So it's something we've got to go and explore more. Definitely.
I keep telling you. I like North. I find the North much better than I do the South. These people talk to you in the North. You go out for in a
But I
pub.
can't judge till I've been there.
You were in Leeds only last year.
Yeah, I really like Leeds. Leeds was
I
brilliant.
don't think you can remember much about Leeds.
I remember enough to know I had a good time.
I'll tell you one thing in Leeds. I got singing angels in my hotel, didn't I?
I had
She
a great
came-
time in Leeds.
She came out for a smoke and I had all these blokes going, and through it. Oh,
I was just like, oh no, it's just bad at being at home.
no, Leeds was banging. Leeds was like, when I kept saying, I've got to go, I was like, no, don't worry about that. You ain't got to go,
You
fella.
accosted them and kept them
I did not accost them and keep them.
there.
It said Bud Light. I was like, Bud Light now is on the Stella now. I just bought one for watermelon. So we miss it. We missed as much as leave, and then tried the honey one. Well, I can't get it all. That makes sense, doesn't it?
I'm sorry, I'm totally lost. Can someone please explain to me what we're talking about? What are you talking about?
Oh,
Did I miss something while I was in the loo?
no.
What?
Just don't worry about
Watermelon what?
it.
What?
It's just like,
We're talking about vapes or something.
no, it's,
Talking about what?
Yeah.
No, I still haven't got a clue. Is it blonde moment? Have I really just missed what's going on?
that's it. He's talking about vape flavors. He really had
Oh,
it.
see, I did have it. I said vape.
Well, it
flavours.
is.
You didn't have a clue what it was on about. That's why you couldn't answer me.
Well,
You just
I've Scots
pretended you
right. I've Scots right because otherwise I'm snookered as well.
knew. Well, this particular one I've got is
That's what we were showing him beforehand.
peach and mango. I wasn't. I must have been new.
I got
Or was that another time?
I got Lush Lisa.
That's not the flavour.
Right, Lush Ice, but I keep calling her Lush Lisa. I don't even like red hair. But
When you get that little bit of a thing where you want to smoke, which I don't even enjoy now, even when I'm drinking, it kind of just gives you something to puff on, and there's not a lot in these, is there?
nah. But Scott, it's not a well, actually, do you know what? That's not a one day thing, right? When she was in hospital, I told her I'd given up and everything. And I kept smoking until the day she got out, or the night before, wasn't it? And I got pissed in the hotel with her. I don't know if any of you saw that YouTube live.
He
Well,
was absolutely hammered, and he was like really worried. And I'm like, "This is a private hospital."
I was locked.
Okay.
Yeah, I was locked in the hotel and everything that night, and everything went wrong. Not the hotel, the hospital. Sorry, and
You could get out, could you?
I couldn't get out. I managed to get out. I got back after all these taxis blew me out. I offered to pay double. I got back in Kuala Lumpur, and it was 20 to 12 at night. And I said, I'm having one last smoke. They're like,
All the hotel
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
You by then.
how can you just stop? I said, listen, she gets out in the morning, so like I'm fucked. I've just done it all tonight. I was staggering around with this bottle of beer, and I said, I'm having one last smoke, and I never smoked since until actually Portugal last week when I'd done the joint. It was the first time I'd smoked.
Yeah, I've taken a couple of puffs of things here and there, but
I didn't actually want to do it. It was like,
didn't enjoy it too.
well, we missed things about vape flavours. Yeah, we've got that. There is, I've got Harry Styles warm smiles. You need to get up north of the border. Captain's quarters is always open. I might take you up on that, Chris.
It sounds like a plan.
Be very careful.
Careful what you wish.
Who was it who invited me? Who was it who invited me up last time? And I said, be very careful. I might just turn up on your doorstep.
We got a T5 that is a camper van as well. So we are ready. We can just fuel it up and go.
I need to do something. I get very bored, don't I?
Yeah, you get bored.
And it's really hard, and that it's like, oh, you want to do this and do that for the kids, but they have to learn some things themselves. I mean, being here all the time and like cooking food, and it don't help them, does it? I kind of know. Northumberland's on Foxy, mate. If you think I'm going to go up there and not see you, then you're very
Yeah, definitely. We're definitely going to.
What would be the word? Disillusional. I'm definitely coming to see you, fella. You're right on route, mate. Hey, I could kidnap him.
Oh, we'll have a lovely night out somewhere. You and your wife will go out somewhere really nice. Wherever you suggest.
And just remember, you have a singer with you.
Oh, God. Don't do
They love me up north.
They could get them.
Wow. What thing is play someone? That hurts. You know that's like a knife, and that's just gone in, and that's just twisting round.
The singing is not great.
My singing is unique.
It's definitely that.
Listen, there's loads of people on here actually. See that about seafood, mate.
Oh yeah, I love seafood.
Wait, shut up, you little shit.
This one, not so much.
I'm more of a mutton vindaloo man than I'm a seafood man.
I love seafood.
I don't like seafood, mate. I don't like any fish. Apart from pudding and a lot of beer butter. If I can eat that, I'm doing well. Could keep my bloody tag in my hat, anyway.
Yeah, it would help.
I haven't worn this hat for so long, but you think it's not staying on, it's Gucci, so it lasts. Pie and mash, yes.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
definitely, mate.
Definitely do a bit of pie and mash.
That's definitely my language, isn't it? It takes back to the old East End days, isn't it? But it has to be pie and mash properly. Go, Jake, got to shoot off now. Early start on a graph tomorrow. Speak soon. Good to see you, fella. Thanks for your input tonight.
For joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you, as always.
Oh, it's been good, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
See, I could have done a dodgy beer review. Cheers, Goldrake. Thank you, David. David saying goodbye to Goldrake there. Cheers, Geezer. Yeah, I'll have some of that somehow. Can I take it over?
I'll leave the corner of yours.
32 ounce steak. Fucking hell. I'll do an 8 ounce, mate. I could probably do a 16 ounce. I ain't got my dog there. I haven't got my dog there, so I can't sort of like cut off the fat because I can't eat the fat or anything. So I have to chop it all up and then like chuck it all to the dog.
I'm not as skinny as I used to be, but I'm like 5'3" in heels. Weigh just under 8 stone, and I can't eat a lot of food. I pretty much go, share with me because I can't eat the whole lot.
You drink a lot of beer, though, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Oh.
Yeah. It was really dark before I put that one on.
No, I just was looking at lights.
If you pull it that way a little bit, it'd be even brighter.
Nothing's like being in a bloody police station.
Yeah, it's like that. interrogation line.
Good. Nice to see people saying goodbye to each other. See, not been a bad street, is it?
Oh, we've got some wonderful people come on our lives.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Anyone could have come on. I did send put the link up, but I suppose if I was someone else, I'd be thinking, get that. It was a little lot of money. Yeah, I'll get that. And what about I'm through it? Oh, he offers me protection, a lot of love and affection. Whether I'm right or wrong, he loves it. You see.
Heard it way too many times.
Wow, you said that. How do you not? You can't hear enough of that song.
When you're singing it, you can definitely hear too much of it.
No. Very
Even
much
Sean
respectful.
agrees with me.
It's the pinnacle of modern music. Is Robbie Williams with Angels?
It's a
In my
great
opinion,
song.
yeah.
Doesn't mean you need to sing it like a billion times. And you don't sing it as well as Robbie.
No, otherwise I'd be Robbie and Robbie be me. He'd be lumbering with you. I'd be fucking jetting around the world.
How comes Robbie then, Paul?
How comes Robbie? Right. Oh, Jesus. Right. How do we start this one, right? I thought Robbie Williams was a dick and take that. I chose E17 because I come from that area and I lived up north, so you had to like one of them or the other one at the time when I lived in Blackpool. Then Robbie Williams made Angels, and I just kind of I don't know, I just changed. It was really weird. Yeah, tough times. Yeah, some of the times were tough up there. Surviving the winters in Blackpool, really hard. But Southern Soft did it. They said we'll make 1 year, survived 3 years. And it was just like Robbie just grew on me. And then I just went absolutely mad on him, didn't I?
Yeah, just a little bit. You're one of these people who you do kind of hero worship celebrity people.
George Michael, Robbie Williams, John Lennon, Paul McCartney,
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention the King of Pop, although I've mentioned the King of Pop. Well, there you go. Gets me in trouble here and there, doesn't it? But, yeah, no, shit. To be honest with you, Foxy, mate, with Robbie, it was an accident, wasn't it? No, Robbie wasn't an accident, but it was an accident of liking him because I didn't actually like him. I thought he was a fucking idiot. When he sang Freedom 90, George's absolutely brilliant
I
song.
actually felt sorry for him.
Yeah, I know, but I was like, who would like that idiot? And then, like, less than 1 year later, he was releasing Angels, and you're like,
Yeah,
fucking
but a
hell.
massive transformation
Oh,
to come
Bowie, David Bowie, mate. Seriously. You talk about Bowie. The first song that comes to mind is Modern Love.
Mm.
I know when to go out. I know when to stay in, get things done. That is just like absolutely. Bowie's just the South London boy, as I'm sure you know. But it weren't just the thing with Bowie was he had all that depth to his stuff. I remember him singing Under Pressure with Freddie Mercury. And a lot of you, if you're not obviously mine and Fox's age, will know that. But he held his own and he delivered because he could.
Oh, machine's calling out. It's calling out.
It's called me for another time, isn't it? You might as well have your last one of them.
I love the music from different eras.
Modern Love, yeah. That was surreal. Absolutely surreal. Huh?
Yeah. Oh no! What are you trying to do to me? No, no! I don't want that.
What's it then?
Give it here. Just give it here. I don't want no more.
Oh, no.
God, what are you trying to do to me? Sugar overload or something.
Did you like to?
Yeah.
So I got, oh, his neck was sick now, look. Okay, I'll just sit here. Yeah.
You can't even see him.
Well, look, he's there. Look, he's there.
You look like a little gremlin. Who
Yeah,
kept
but no,
by
more
my
than
door this morning? Huh?
because his master wasn't with him. You see? Oh, no, yeah. I've grabbed my seat. Can I sit down? What about this pool? Can you move this one?
Why don't you come out here? Come here. Come here.
I do that. Yeah, no, David Bowie was surreal, wasn't he?
I think there's a lot of
Ashes
music.
still ashes start to crumble. Remember Richard? It's different gravy, isn't it? It's like my friend from Australia, and this is the real mad thing here, right? My friend from Australia, we haven't seen him since 2016, have we?
We love you, Richard.
I love you, Richard, so much, mate. And he's getting married in Vietnam next year, and obviously we have to go because I'm the matron of honour.
You didn't just say that.
Listen, you can't get married without me being there. It's impossible. So, like, yeah, this dog is looking seriously, mate. Calm down.
Get off.
Don't get not chucking Mike. They're not being.
No,
Why would you do that?
it's
Come on. Yes, it's okay. See, that's the difference between me and her and the dog. You see, look, he just wants to be with us. He absolutely loves us to death. Yeah, you are. You are.
I absolutely love our dogs.
That's rigged, though. Well,
But you let them be boss way too much.
I feel bad.
As to this one, you little
No finance and arts mean dog fuck. Look, I agree with that as well. And you are a good. Well, I'm
this,
another person.
this
You
is
don't
the
need to
funny
follow me.
about thing. This is the funny thing about it. He always swore he never wanted a girl's dog.
Yeah.
All our dogs have always been like massive dogs, Dobermans, Rottweilers, German Shepherds, and that type of breed. So when we come across this little pug that we were going to get, it was like, I'm not having that kind of dog. I was like, oh no, you'll love him, you'll love him. And I said, it'd be totally fine with the big dogs. It just got to introduce them right. Well, Paul's ended up being absolutely best friends with Bandit, that is a pug.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Say,
He's like your purry, he sits on your shoulder.
I just look after him. It needs me in life.
What is a girl's dog? Well, I'm a girl, so I can honestly say that every dog I've had has been absolutely huge. Rotty, my, my favorite, my favorite dog is probably no, I can't say that. It's Tyson. Tyson was Doberman cross, and he is just oh boy when he was lovely. But yeah, Tiger is my best dog.
For me, Tyson.
I'd have Rottweilers all the time. I love Rotties. But
Girl's dog is this thing here, mate.
it's your dog. He loves you.
He's not my dog.
He
This thing
is
is
your
just like,
dog.
it's not. This thing here, look.
He's definitely
He's so
yours.
warm to me. So what am I supposed to do? Look. Follows me around. It's like,
He's a whiny little dog, isn't he? He bullies all the other dogs.
he does me
He's
well.
so pushy compared to the others. Isn't he?
He's licking my hands.
How old's he now? About 7, 7, 8. This
Oh, it's my
morning he
hands.
headbutted the door because we didn't get up early enough. It was 7 o'clock in the morning and he headbutted the door so hard. It was like he was trying to ram it open, and I was like,
What's
"Oh,
for breakfast? You know?
Bandit wants breakfast."
He's
He
hungry.
opens the stairgate because I shut him off the stairgate.
No, he was kind of hungry, so he kind of
He's really not hungry. Look how tubby he is.
he's not
He
tubby.
is tubby.
Leave him alone. Not tubby, it's all right. He's not tubby? No, no. You're rubbing him a minute. I think he wants rub.
Oh, Pomeranians. There are loads and loads of cute little dogs. Pomeranians are one of them. They are really, really cute. But the most feisty,
Dane, blimey.
yeah, Great Danes are absolutely beautiful.
Pretty right off though, wouldn't he?
Well, they're just tall.
Yeah, I know, but he pissed the girlfriend off.
You
Well, the
think,
dog's gonna fucking do you in.
you think the tiger? Tiger's like stocky. He's a Rottweiler. His head is the size of a coach. He's like tall.
Yeah, no, I get that, but fucking hell, I'm
Great Dane is just tall.
Yeah, yeah, I get that.
I used to train horses. I love my horses, so dogs are just like little horses. And the smaller they are, the feistier they are. Because Shetland ponies are a lot more feisty than a cob or I'm trying to think. No, the stallions are quite feisty.
It's not as everyone. There's two ways you can look at it, isn't it? But, he's happy now, he's asleep. I'm hanging off the chair.
He
But
snores like mad as well. There we go. He makes the biggest noise and the biggest stink out of all the dogs. He's the smallest.
he does that. Terrier man on my days. Working dogs to house dogs now. Yep.
It was a Shire horse that I was thinking of. Great Danes like a Shire horse. They're really gentle, really tall.
Has your cider nice?
No, it's really sweet. You really stitched me up like a kidler.
Oh, but it's only drink that. I'll pull this skin up.
Mm.
I've got the wrong one. Just come on. No. What's that about their products? Yeah, not on YouTube Live. It'd be haunted and taken to bloody the extreme. Blimey, 2 hours have been on there.
You got Jack Russells. He's the best working terrier dogs I've ever met are Jack Russells. They are really good. And they are proper feisty. But they're not like him, that's a
Cool.
mouth and no action.
They're not
They
gonna
actually
back
got
it up.
some teeth on them.
He reminds me of a woman. She's loads of shit.
He's got no blooming teeth. It reminds me of that dinosaur from the
Good dog.
what's that film with the dragon? Toothless. That's what it reminds me of.
Never. Never. How could be so cruel about such a nice animal?
No, he's all right.
I
He's
find
got
that,
a tiger to look after.
I find that quite distressing that he should be so cruel about it.
A Calm Terrier. Now that is one I haven't heard of. I just shut this off actually so I can get Googling. So,
I don't know. I've got a 14-year-old border terrier.
looks like the littlest hobo. That's a Calm Terrier. I don't know if that's going to show up. Oh, that's well cute.
I don't know. I forget half the names of them, isn't it?
I don't actually know a lot of little dogs. Different breeds and stuff.
I get confused. But this thing is like, Jesus Christ.
Your Border Terrier.
I don't.
Oh, yeah, I know the Border's Terrier. This Border's Terrier.
Oh,
They're the ones
yeah.
who's got fur like wire wool. And they're quite little troopers, those as well.
This one's, he's quiet now. He's gone to sleep. He's happy. He's not.
Yeah, but he's old. Really, isn't he?
Well, yeah, he's old compared to some dogs, yeah. Oh, he's not that old. Can it?
The saddest thing is he'll outlive the big dogs.
I told my dogs, I don't want to deal with that again. And I said that to you, didn't I?
Yeah,
Oh,
because our Rotty is 10 and a couple of months, so he's really old.
yeah, no, we're
German
getting away
Shepherd,
from
we
German
think
Shepherd.
he's about 7 or 8. This one must be about 7 or 8. So they're not young dogs anymore, are they? They kind of plod about most of the time. When they have their menacing moments.
This one does, yeah. That's
Like when Bear opens the gate and they decide to take themselves for a wander.
It's too much, isn't it? Oh, Jesus, what have I done to deserve this? Pet Shop Boys song, isn't it?
A double coat man. So I'm thinking that's the wire coat that's on the top, and then they've got the soft, fluffy fur underneath. Bear's a little bit like that.
But I don't have no fair on these.
He has tons of fur underneath. That's why I'm constantly grooming him. It never goes away.
The rest of he's got. After that, he's a bag of bones, isn't he?
Yeah,
And he eats for fun.
and he eats for fun.
I have one of those flying terriers. I don't know what is the bear though, isn't it? If you take all his fur off, there's nothing of him. And he eats so much.
He's got a really big skeleton, but he just doesn't seem to pack any weight around his bones. So he's all bones and all fluff. He eats exactly the same amount as Tiger, whereas Tiger's really tonk, isn't he? He's got a little bit of fluff to him, but the majority of it is just like muscle. He's not quite so tall.
They just put a lot of stuff around championships for. It's called to plastic. Could walk it through, isn't it?
Yeah, I just don't think that Bear needs that because he just ain't got a lot of weight on him.
There's no one to me. I just feed it at work. Oh, that's a fair comment, Papa, mate. I get that, innit?
Yeah, I think it's lovely anyway that you come around animals and you take time to take care of them, whether it's in your home, at work, wherever. I think it's a lovely gesture because animals are a big part of our life.
Yeah, it all counts, doesn't it? Because I think a lot of people don't like it all now, do they? The animal thing, nothing. It's just.
And we had a fox that was trying to integrate itself with
We lost
us.
him. We went away, didn't we?
When we went to Portugal, he kind of disappeared, but
We've been seeing him since.
it's rubbish day tomorrow. He might reappear.
All my pictures. Oh, Jesus.
Because they've taken away all the habitat from the foxes all around here, just built over everything. They've become like totally urban. They just live in people's back gardens and stuff. So you see them everywhere. But there's also a lot of places that take them off, try and really take them somewhere in the wild.
Free is catch biscuits. There's in the tree. Oh, well, yeah, it's trouble now, isn't it? Half and don't have anywhere to go, which is
Yeah,
sad.
yeah, it is what it is. It's really unfortunate.
It's for us as animal lovers, isn't it? But a lot of people don't mean a lot more, do they? It's a tough one because it's
There's
kind of
nothing actually we can do about it. Having the dogs that we've got, we can't integrate the animal as a pet, which in itself feels a little bit wrong. But there
not saying.
again,
Well,
he's gone off. He does his own thing. He is a wild animal. But I don't know. Maybe some wildlife charities come and taken him somewhere that isn't
It's
quite
jokes
so
on
urban.
this one. What mate keeps telling me it's the magpie. I'm not going there. I'm not doing that one. But you never know all the time. It's hard, isn't it? Ziggy's out tomorrow and ripped my rubbish up when I put it out.
We'll see. He's not bothered about us. When I'm walking the bags up and down, he's like, you got anything in there that's interesting? He's not the slightest bit scared of me.
No, why?
You're more scared of me than what he is. I was like, oh, come here,
I
then, come here.
kind of goes. Used to eat.
Now, geese are a whole different story. Geese can actually be kind of a little bit scary, and roosters as well. They're, I love dogs, I love horses, I love cattle, I love sheep. But you put me up against a bird, like a big bird, like a goose or a rooster. I'm probably gonna crap myself and run the other direction.
Right.
Yeah, birds. Have you seen the size of them fuckers? They're huge. And they peck. They don't bite with teeth, they peck.
Yeah, right.
That's what they do. Oh,
I don't need a demo here.
I'm not sure if I could relate to that type of animal. They're huge. Do you know how big they are? They're like that. And they've got a massive wingspan as well. What are you looking for?
Ah, that's the one.
Hmm.
See?
Okay.
I've got my other phone. Good evening, Ian. Good to see you.
Hi, Ian.
I don't dispatch Bear, some canisters and good evening, Bear. Love Bowie's music and geese. Ian, what can I say? Someone that's met us personally.
It's lovely to know that people actually like geese. I'm really scared of them. They're just huge and they seem a little bit.
I'll switch on my spare
hostile.
phone, look, and I'll get my son. That's not good, is it? That's what I get. Jesus, it's very bad for you. The geese are vulnerable to judo.
I think you'd have to know judo to be able to protect yourself against them. They are very, very volatile creatures.
Mm. Yeah, no, definitely. They are.
You know that dopey lump would take on a geese.
No, but he don't win, does he?
He wouldn't win, no. He takes on the
Got me a
magpies.
Bowie geese link in this joke somewhere.
I don't know.
I don't know. We need to get to the church. Church on time?
Yeah, I know.
Hmm?
But he definitely
What
won't
are they
meet the goose, was he?
What are they doing in there? It's like a hacksaw or something. Well, it's not in the dog.
They're blending something. I dread to think what.
It's not good. Very worrying. What about golden geese? Golden goose.
Golden goose. That brings you back to the PD.
Mm,
Golden goose and the PD.
that's fucking horrible, bro.
I don't know the RPM. The Medway's
Geese,
more like a lager, isn't it? You got the golden goose IPA.
No, you got golden. You got goose.
Mm.
There's about three of them. They're fucking all horrible.
I like the IPA.
They're not PD's best, are they? In my opinion, anyway.
I like the IPA. He's not an IPA to me.
Yeah, we got that rotten Goose Island. It's just horrible. Oh, fucking shit. Oh, you can't. Bev can give us some quality, but sometimes they do give you some shit, don't they?
You know, the truth's coming out now, people, isn't it?
What was time I'll go in a minute?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Having my packs of being friends gone here. Hey, I'll tell you one thing. Where's my keg of Asteroider?
I don't know.
I'll
Now
get
to
them.
ask them.
I'll get them, don't worry. But I'm going to Camden soon. As a matter of fact, I'm doing a video of the Camden tour. Kind of soon. I said that. Yeah, you know. Don't worry, Dan's working on it. Trust in Dan. Just don't worry about them royal glasses, everyone. Forget about that royal glasses thing, because that was
Bring that up again.
because it still gives us both the shakes of fucking royal. I only have one glass left. I only lost. Actually, I've got one framed and one here.
You can actually blame the puzzles for that.
Yeah. And Dan actually wants a royal glass himself, so do give the man some credit.
He is a human being too.
Yes, he is as well. They will not be able to use the Facebook group, but will be switched off. That's how it works, isn't it? But on a brighter note, we've got Franz kind of Keller coming. We've got Franz kind, not Franz kind, Hertong Weisenbock.
Did you actually say Keller?
Yeah, Keller was coming.
On the cake?
No, he passed through the test. That's what he's already said. It was
Really?
going. It was going, and it will come off.
I didn't think he. I don't think he's supposed to talk that yet, because even I didn't know that.
Well, there you go. It's coming. So don't worry about it. And don't thank me for it. It depends how it goes through the processes, but it might be a few months, but I'm in fucking shit here. Right, I'll tell you what, yeah. I think it's first I was going tonight. Yeah, I love you all and everything, and I think I better go tonight because I might get right in the shit here. Can you make
a good glass?
Okay, mate, that was brilliant, wasn't it? That was brilliant, Bazza's red shot glass was brilliant, wasn't it?
We used to have one.
Yeah.
It was so long ago.
Yeah. Like that beer, dodgy.
Exactly.
You know.
Faded out a little bit.
No, but I love Bazza. Actually, no, bollocks to Bazza.
I'm fucking buzzing. I love this live.
Shit, no,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So we got. Have you ever tried any living bits from Norway? Ian, not tonight.
But as soon as we come across other stuff, we're gonna do some Belgian stuff. We're gonna do some German stuff.
It's not about Norway stuff, though. I don't know how my big mouth about that. Just like one of the things, but at least you know it's not all supermarket shit that you're going to in hell like that. I mean, no, to be honest about that dodgy fucking shit blade machine.
There's only 9 people.
Yeah, good. Now. Thank fuck for that. And hopefully no one watches it all the way through.
And
but do you remember, right, with a blade, you're going to get your supermarket shitty red stripe, and let's be honest, it's fucking load of crap, isn't it? It's,
I'm not going to end this live being a
25 years ago,
lady.
red stripe was really good, wasn't it? But there you go. You got 2 cakes from Perfect Draft. That's going to be really fucking good, and it's I think one of them's coming quite soon. The other one, I don't know the situation. But yeah, let's leave this to this, right?
Just
no, it's definitely not. Especially in shit talking.
Yeah, you are in trouble, mate.
Hey, I only speak the truth. You shouldn't tell me anything. I can't help it.
So there we go. Anyone who stayed right to the end, or anyone who's still listening, you got a little bit of an insight there. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are great.
And it didn't come from me.
Always, you're absolutely awesome. Our channel is
just get them glasses ready, like we got. already.
Thank you.
Right. Well, enjoy everyone. Love you all. Ian, I'll talk to you on personal message if you want. You know it. David.
Yeah, thanks, David. Thank
Cheers,
you.
mate. Till next time, fella.